CLNV requests here, but then when I put it out, there's probably only going to be like 300 views on it. So let's go ahead and see what the potentials are for CLNV in the coming days. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by. Once again, this is ARCa coming at you with the CLNV technicals and raw price action thread of analysis on this happy Monday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, you guys, so we are looking at CLNV on the weekly chart here, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because something critical is happening right now. Okay, pardon me. I want you to notice here that we have been in the red of the Gaussian channel since literally June 13th, 2005. Okay, so you can see here that we pretty much have lived. CLNV has lived under the mean band of the Gaussian channel pretty much its entire life. Okay, you guys, so now notice this, okay? So yes, I understand, recently we got that big pump to the upside to around that 13 cent, 12 cent top, right? Very nice, okay? Now, what tends to happen, though, is that we usually come back and validate the Gaussian band resistance levels, okay? We recently failed the mean band of the Gaussian channel. This is a statistical indicator, by the way. Okay, so we recently failed that Gaussian mean band, and price action resisted from there twice. I'm talking 2 weekly candles in a row, 3 actually. Okay, and now what's happening is that we're starting to reclaim the inside of the mean band again. Okay, you guys, so I mean, you can see here that when we start reclaiming the inside of the bands, price action tends to have some pretty explosive moves to the upside. So this is a very bullish statement coming out of CLNV. Another thing is that on the weekly time frame RSI, notice how the RSI signal is about to cross upside of the SMA 14. Okay, this is really, it really is a bullish statement, guys. I mean, it's incredibly bullish. Okay, so and another thing is that it's in the gravitational zone. Okay, so in the gravitational zone of the bear weakness percentile, crossing that would literally mean that we can get gravitationally pulled into the inside of the bullish weakness percentile. Okay, and this would actually indicate that very same thing. As soon as we start crossing upside of the mean band, price action tends to feel pretty bullish. There could be a resistance level as far as the weekly time frame, right? We could face a resistance level right at about the range of about 45.56 to around 47.74 before pulling back to validate the mean band at 39.92 or 40 cents as a newly converted resistance into now enacting support before a continuation onto the upside. If FOMO takes over this and then price action just continues on to the upside, which can invalidate anything that I'm saying right now, then a topside target would highly be likely at about that. I'm sorry that I know that I'm saying the cents wrong. It's just I hate verbing the 0418 or 0600. You get what I mean, okay? So I mean, what I'm trying to say here is that we're going to get closer and closer to a potential break. Okay, you guys, so just look at this, okay? Remember your target right upside of that, let's see, the 0389, okay? So right at about that 4 area, we want to keep that as a support, okay? Remember the resistance could be coming out at about 456 to about that 471, retracing back to about that 4, and then we can get an upside, okay, depending on what the ADX and DMI and volatility, all that stuff. We need momentum to pivot. Okay, you guys, what I do like right now is that the ADX, which represents trending market for whoever's leading, you can see that the leaders right now are the bulls, which is green. We have a small pivot towards the upside and sitting at that 30%, 28%. It's a very healthy market trend for the bulls. Okay, you guys, so this is looking good on the weekly time frame. Let me go ahead and dive down to the immediate short term to see if we have a downside. In fact, we don't. We have a moon. Okay, so immediate short-term time frame, CLNV could actually continue on to the upside even still. I think we even said that in the Yeah, we literally just said that in the weekly time frame, right? So we have that upside, and then we can get that potential rejection right after that. Okay, so buy hourly should have an upside pivot too. Everything's getting critically extended. Okay, you guys. So 4 hour is already overextended as well. 6 hour is looking overextended as well. This is very likely going to continue on to the upside again. You guys, please remember that we want to look at that 47 to about that 52 resistance level. Okay, 47 to about 52, very likely for us to find a resistance and then pull back, and that could actually be validated by a few things, right? So first of all, let's go ahead and take into account from the previous 6 hour range. Okay, I'm talking about the range from the current close to or open into the bottom side, right? Notice. We get that 50 right at the 2.618, right where we were talking about resistance, right, you guys? And then also we were talking about this zone right over here, right, the 47, and notice that the 47 is literally the 2.272 right in that area there, you guys. That's very typical for price action to actually lead into. This is highly likely going to be a resistance level that we're going to face before a pullback, like I said, to validate the top side or the mean band of the Gaussian channel located at about that 40 level. And of course, what do you know? The 40 level located right at the 1.272, you guys, and also just so happens to be the inflection point of all of this range here. Okay, so and more, and the resistance of this. Okay, so yeah, very likely, very likely for us to find that top side soon, you guys, and then that retracement back, and then you could, say, ARCa, aren't you seeing the inverted herpy derp, right? So it could be a possibility, right, you guys, that we could be forming. I really don't like to call these out. It's just they do get some attention from other types of traders, right? The formation traders do like it when I point things out like this, right? So there could be that retracement from here, guys. There could be a slow, and remember, 6 hour time frame, right? These there's a few 6 hours throughout the day. All right, so get that retracement from that 50 level, right? We start building more candles over here, creating that right hand shoulder, and then the upside can continue from there. If you would like to know what could be that potential target, we don't have the shoulder yet, but we can speculate a neckline, right? So the neckline could arguably be right at about this zone right here, right? So we'll go ahead and draw it across like this, and then we can take another trend line from the top side of the neckline all the way to the bottom side of the price action, which could be right at about that, let's see, about that 30 level, right? So now we apply that to the top of the shoulder, implied shoulder, and what do you know? It takes us right to the 656 of the 4.618 golden mean, and also the very critical resistance that we have all through here that we couldn't beat. Okay, and all of this as well, guys. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. We just want to make sure that CLNV could actually continue that very positive sentiment, but definitely expect a pullback from this area. It's going to be a very healthy pullback, by the way. I did read that there is a high amount of bullish catalysts in the way, fundamentally speaking, company specific, right? So they are doing something about it, man. So this is a very, very bullish thing for Clean Vision Corporation. Okay, you guys. So please remember, first and foremost, that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Okay, you guys, I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, I wish you well, a very, very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.